Hello Aquarius, welcome to our Tarot channel. I'll be doing a reading for you today about your career and finances. What should Aquarius know about their career and finances at this time of their watching? Okay, this is pretty straightforward. All right. Okay, let me shuffle once more to get one more card to see what Aquarius should know. Okay, interesting. 10 of Wands beneath 2 of Wands. That's quite a combination. Okay, I'm gonna get it right in frame for you to see, Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you have the Strength card, the Death card, the 2 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the 10 of Wands showing up for you. Fire energy is quite a lot in this reading for you, Aquarius, and also change, necessary change to clear out the things that were not working, to bring about the things that are going to give you beneficial growth. All right, and I can see that you're working hard here, Aquarius. You're working hard. You're probably reinventing yourself, but you've had a lot to deal with. You're currently even dealing with things, and you need to make the decision to move away from what is not working to move into what is. You need to onboarding yourself because you're taking in too many things, and it's time for you to decide whether you want to grow or whether you want to remain the way you are, because so that when you work, you're able to get the results of your work. What type of results do you want? Do you want to drown in debt, or do you want to flourish in abundance? It's up to you here, Aquarius. And with the 2 of Wands here, the decision is in your hands. You need to take a leave. You need to take a walk from what isn't working for you. The 10 of Wands energy, it feels like you're taking in too much. Maybe you're saying yes to too many people. You're saying yes to too many things that you shouldn't. There are too many things that you're considering. There are too many considerations that you're making when you should be putting your feet down and saying absolute no to things that are not working for you. You're making too many compromises. It's time to scrape off what isn't working. Take it off your plate. Let's look through your message box, look through your inbox, read what needs to be read, respond to what needs to be responded to, delete what needs to be deleted from your emails, from your text messages, from your phone calls, from your phone log. You need to know what you put your energy to so that you do not so that it does not take up too much space from you, so that there's room for new things to come in. You need to allow that to occur in your life right now, particularly when it concerns your finances, because it seems like you're working hard with the 8 of Pentacles showing up for you. You're really working hard at it, but in some ways you're not seeing the results that you want monetarily. You're not right where you want to be financially, and that is because you're taking in too many responsibility. You're being answerable to too many people. You are working for too many people. That's the truth. You need to cut down on who has access to you. You need to maintain your strength level. You need to maintain your energy level just for you and you alone. You cannot and should not be in a position where you have to put in too much work, too much strength, too much energy into the things that are not beneficial for you. Yes, you are altruistic. Yes, it's good to be a good person. Yes, it's good to be your brother's, your sister's keeper. Yes, it's good to look out for others. Yes, it's good to be magnanimous. It's great to be to have a philanthropist spirit. It's great to be a giver. Fantastic, but do not extend your giving to a particular place where you see yourself being at a disadvantage because you gave to people who were not willing to pour into you. Do not pour into people that will not pour into you. Do not give to people that will not give back to you. Of course, you should not also have the mindset of just giving because you want to receive. That's not the right giving mindset. You should give because you want to give and not expect anything in return. But at the same time, your relationships has to be reciprocal. When it comes to your career, you should not get into bed. You should not get into business. That's what I mean by bed. You should not get into business. And also maybe the bed thing came to mind because don't mix business with pleasure. That's one part of it. So this is speaking to some of you very close to home. But in this regard, is do not get into business with people that their mindset towards you is to cheat you, to trick you, and maybe have you putting in too much work. Maybe you have you do 80% of the work and they do 20%. No, don't do that. Don't put yourself at the detriment of others to step on just because you feel like you can handle it, just because you feel like you can do it all. Of course you can do it all, but you should get the result for yourself. You should get the rewards for yourself. The rewards of doing it all should come in great quantity and great quality as well for yourself, so that you don't drain out. I'm seeing here with the Strength card that you are putting in so much work. You are, and again, because it's the Eight of Pentacles is right beneath the Strength card, you're putting in so much work. You're gathering your funds, you're working hard, you're very hard working, and you're pulling energy from yourself. You're tapping, that's the right word, you're tapping energy, you're tapping into your energy, and you're using it to build something. But there's somebody and there's something, or there's a group of people, or just people around you that are not good for you, that with the Ten of Wands, that you're pouring into them is what I'm sensing here. You're pouring into them and they're not reciprocating that. So it feels like wasted effort. That's what it's looking like here. And that is why you can see the Death card right in between the Strength and the Two of Wands. You need to decide who to cut off, who to cut away from your life, so that you're able to manifest your strength for yourself and grow, so that this Eight of Pentacles can become a fruitful endeavor for you, result in great things, not end up being maybe a Five of Pentacles, right? So that you don't feel left out in the cold, so that the Eight of Pentacles evolves and gets better into something like Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, where you've built a legacy. What you're building now, you're able to see it, you're able to prosper, you're able to get abundance, you're able to increase your finances, you're able to increase your net worth, you're able to increase your network, so that you're able to breathe and live and have the career that you desire, the work life that you desire, the money that you want, the money that you deserve. So let's see exactly why the Two of Wands and the Two of... I wanted to say Ten of Wands actually, but I'm pretty sure for me to have mentioned the Two of Wands, that needs to be seen as well. Okay, let's see why the Ten of Wands is popping out. Let's see why the Ten of Wands is popping out. With clarity on why the Ten of Wands is popping out. There's so many cards. I want just a few. Okay, let's just look at it. There are reasons why these cards pop out, so let's look at it. So you have the Page of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords showing up for you, giving clarity to why the Ten of Wands is showing up for you, Aquarius, in this reading about your career and finances. And this is basically telling you that, like I told you, and I see these things when the card come out, and I am able to denote them, right? But at the same time, I'm glad that we're able to get more clarity into what the cards are saying. So with the Ten of Wands here being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles is saying that you're building something. It's saying that you're looking towards the future, you're building something for your future, maybe a nest egg, maybe a trust fund, maybe just a stable life, maybe just what you have always desired is finally something that you're building for yourself. Maybe something that your parents did not have is what you're creating for your children, or maybe what you're creating for yourself. And the Page of Cups is basically saying you have the power, the inspiration, the intuition, the everything you need to be able to create this thing and make manifest of it. But then you have the Eight of Swords that is saying that something is in the way. Something is in the way of all of this. Carrying too much weight, carrying too much fear, worrying about things you shouldn't worry about because you are worrying for others, and that's putting you at a disadvantage. This shouldn't be there. Eight of Swords shouldn't be there. The only thing that should be here is the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Cups, to show you that you're doing well, you're growing, and you're growing the way you should grow. But that's Eight of Swords is giving more clarity into why the Ten of Wands is showing up here, because the Ten of Wands showing up here is in direct opposition to the Eight of Pentacles, because when you're growing, you will grow well, right? That's what the Eight of Pentacles says. You're working, you're growing, you're building. That is what the Eight of Pentacles signify. You're working hard at it, you're building a career, you're building a legacy, you're building a new way, you're building a new path, you're building a new project. That is what the Eight of Pentacles is saying. But the Ten of Wands is typically saying something is getting in your way, something is blocking your path. It could be worry, which the Eight of Swords suggests. The Eight of Swords is basically telling you something is disturbing you, and it's clarifying that yes, that's why the Ten of Wands showed up in your reading. So you need to let go of what's not working for you. The Death card, change is here for you, but you need to step into it. Nothing can happen without your say so. Do not think that you will leave everything to fate. Fate still needs our consent. Nature needs our consent. We walk hand in hand with nature. Nature doesn't just happen upon us. At the very least, nature will give us a warning if it has to do something that is going to just be done outside of our opinions, right? Nature was to give you a warning. Nature will give you an insight into what's going to occur. And you then get to that point where you're like, oh, I felt this way about this thing. I suspected this was going to happen. I felt this was going to happen. Yes, that's nature. Nature needs your consent for things. So, yes, there's going to be change. Yes, this change is going to bring about growth. Yes, this change is going to bring about prosperity. Yes, this change is going to bring about abundance. Yes, this change is going to bring about more cash flow, more income, higher revenue, great financial stability, and increase, right? But the only way for this to work is for you to actually make the decision to move and get away from what is not working, get away from the anxiety, get away from the worry, get away from doing too much for people that are doing too little for you. Queen of Wands energy, you need to step into, and I see here that you're fiery, I see here that you're full of the zest, but you need to stop being too forgiving to people that are damaging you. So let's see what the Death card is saying. Let's get more clarity on why the Death card is showing up for you, Aquarius, in your career and finances. All right. The World. Oh, it's so funny how this card just usually sneak up. Like you think it's one card that is showing up, and then the next thing you see that it is two cards, one quite behind the other. All right, so you have the World showing up, the World and Seven of Cups showing up to clarify the Death card. The World and the Seven of Cups is basically telling you, be selective. That's what the Seven of Cups shows here. Be selective, protect your energy, pick well, choose wisely. You have a lot of options. You have a lot of things working for you. You have a lot of places to go. You have a lot of things to do. Be selective, protect your energy. And the World is telling you that there's a completion, right? There's success in your path. There's a circle of change, which, of course, the Death card is change. So I can see here the correlation between the World card and the Death card is change is going to happen anyways. Like I said, nature will happen regardless. However, it still needs your consent. Despite needing your consent though, it's still going to work the way it needs to work, because there are some things that just have to happen, right? But if you do not consent to certain things and be guarded by nature in how to go about it, when nature does what nature does, when it comes to evolution, when it comes to change, nature will do what nature has to do, because yes, it takes care of its people. Nature takes care of her people, right? But if you consent to, if you make the decision, you say, this is what I want, that's when you're able to direct the narrative. So the World card is telling you, change will occur regardless. There will be a fulfillment. There'll be a fulfillment, there'll be a full circle moment, that change is going to happen, that circle is going to happen. But for it to happen for your good, in the best way, for you to get the best results, you need to step out of what's bothering you. You need to step out of the people, the environment that is not working for you, the people that are not working for you. Stop managing that friend. Stop managing that job. Stop making do with that friend. Stop making do with that job. Stop making do with the environment. You need to step into yourself. You need to step into your true self. And your true self is strength. Your true self is the Queen of Wands. You are a queen. You are a person of royalty. You are unique. You need to stop stooping to conquer. You need to stand. And the only way that you can do that, for you to get the best result and the best feeling and the best benefits from the world, from change, is to make the decision to select, to be selective about yourself, about your things, about your people. Because on the other side of this decision, on the other side of this process, is greatness. You just have to believe, and you just have to let nature do what nature will and help you. So let's see what the Oracle deck has to say about your career and finances, Aquarius. Okay, one more shuffle. Okay, I'm going to take two cards. This one and this one. Ooh. Envious rival. Why is the envious rival popping out? Okay, you have the turning leaf saying, what chapter of your life is coming to an end? How can you honor what has passed while embracing what comes next? I told you, there are things you need to move on from. There are things you need to get away from. There are things that have died. You need to let it be buried. Don't rehash that relationship. Don't give a second chance to something or somebody that needs to be in the past. They're draining you of energy. You need to move on from those people. You need to move on from that thing. Don't give second chances. This is not a time to give second chances. This is a time to embrace the new thing. This is a time to embrace the first moment. This is a time to embrace the new moment. Enjoy the moment. Be in the moment. Don't think of the past. Don't take people that shouldn't be with you into the next level. That's the truth. Now, the envious rival also shows up for you. It says, is comparison or jealousy affecting your self-worth? How can you redirect this energy towards self-growth? Let's see why the envious rival card is showing up for you, Aquarius. Why is the envious rival card showing up for Aquarius in a career and finance reading? Okay, you have the Page of Wands. There's so much fire energy in your reading, Aquarius. The Page of Wands has shown up for you to clarify why the envious rival is showing up in your reading, Aquarius. And we can see in the envious rival, it says it's comparison of jealousy affecting yourself. How can you redirect this energy towards self-growth? This is very resonant of the entire atmosphere around this reading, which says that there are people you shouldn't take to the next level with you. There are people that may jeopardize your growth. There are people that, it's not even will jeopardize your growth if you keep at it going with them. You need to drop them. You need to leave them in the past. They were good for the time that they came. Now they are no longer good for you. They are draining you of energy. They are draining you of strength. They are making you work too much, too hard. And they are not contributing anything. It's like you're pouring water into them. They're gaining from you. They're benefiting from you. But they're not giving you anything in return. And then to clarify the envious rival, we have the Page of Wands. Typically signals opportunities, typically signals new beginnings, typically signals ideas, typically signals just like the deep potential possibilities, right? And that is what you have with the Death card. That is what you have with, I think there's another Wands card, yeah, the Queen of Wands, because we've really spoken a lot about the Ten of Wands. But then also you have the Queen of Wands, right? And that Queen of Wands is you being very grounded in your power, your strength, your ability to create, your ability to manifest, your ability to just be successful, right? And that's what the Page of Wands is signifying. in order for you to grow, in order for you to tap into your potential, in order for you to expand, in order for you to get into the level of legacy building, achievement and growth and success, and the world card coming full circle for you, helping you in all the ways, you must ensure that you do not carry people that are envious of your growth, that will do anything to jeopardize you in the guise of helping you. Do not take them with you. You need to drop them off. Yeah. That's what it is. It is what it is, my dear Aquarius. It is what it is. You have everything at your BS. You have everything at your beck and call. Everything is working for you as it should. The only thing is that you need to put into practice some of what you know. If you're a backbone to somebody, that person has to be at least your feet or your knee or your neck or your... They need to contribute largely to your contribution, right? So don't just be working for people that are not working for you. This could also go in line with companies that you're at. Maybe you're putting in too much work. To them, it's like, oh, what's he or she doing? What's she doing? Why is she all that? Why is she trying to be all that? But to you, it's just you being conscientious. It's just you being meticulous. It's just you being very good at what you do. But at the end of the day, what do you get in return? No, you need to ask yourself that. What have you been getting in return at your workplace? Besides your salary, of course they'll pay you your salary. But for the amount of work that you're doing, don't you deserve more? It might be time to move on to the next. I know I say this a lot, to move on if it's not working. But yes, we need to have the mindset of not enduring, but enjoying. Please, Aquarius, enjoy. Do not endure. If it's not working, move away from it. You can try to make it work, yes, fantastic. But if you've been trying, and nothing is shifting, nothing is changing, goodness gracious me, this is a great sign. That in itself is a great, huge sign to move on. Yes, do not drain your strength, do not drain your power, do not drain your work, do not drain your fire, do not drain your zest. Do not let them turn you into something you're not. Do not let them morph you. Do not let them make you feel helpless. Do not make them restrict your movement, restrict your thought process, restrict your advancement. Don't do that to yourself. It's time to keep what is not working at bay and moving towards working. Yeah, Aquarius. The world is in your favor. It's evolving and revolving around you. Yes, the world revolves around you because it evolves for you, Aquarius. Exactly. You're that girl. Thank you for watching Oriental Tarot channel. This has been your reading about your career and finance at this time, Aquarius. I'll see you in the next video.